You know, when it comes to getting big arms, guys make one huge mistake. They focus on only a small portion of the arm, the bicep, because it's a mere muscle. You can easily watch yourself curl in the mirror and watch your bicep getting bigger. The same thing happens when it comes to legs. Guys focus on only a tiny part of the actual legs, the quads, the mirror muscles, and they forget 2/3 of the actual muscle group. Just like with the arms, the bicep only makes up about 1/3 of the arms, if that. Your quads only make up about 1/3, if that, of the legs. The bigger muscle group you need to focus on if you want big, glorious legs is the hamstrings. Sadly, guys don't know the best exercises for hamstrings. They'll do squats, they'll do lunges, they'll do everything that targets the quads, but then when it comes to the hamstrings, what do? They go and they sit on a leg curl machine and they just curl for hours and sets and sets. Well, I shouldn't say hours, but they just do a few sets of curls and act like that's going to give them big hamstrings. That's really not. Guys, if you want to build big legs, you need to hit the hamstrings. And this video, I'll be going over my 4 top exercises to build big, scary looking hamstrings. If that sounds good, give me one of these. Comment down below what you want the next video topic to be, and let's get into it. What's going on, guys? My name is Jacob, the Saiyan Lifestyle, and I make videos like this dedicated guys like you trying to build a masculine physique. Today's video is all about 2/3 of the leg that we need to hit in order to get big legs, and that is hamstrings. So without further ado, and you probably don't want to wait any longer, let's get into it.
It's a feeling that is hard to face. Do we need a second chance? Do we need a second chance? You never stop.
Hey guys, of course the Sumo Deadlift is going to be first, but even just any type of deadlift is going to be first. Why is that? Because it allows you to lift the most amount of weight, which means you're going to get the most muscle breakdown, most progressive overload, and a greater muscle stimulus. And if you look at deadlift, it's literally just one giant hip hinge pattern anyways. And the important thing to remember is that when it comes to sumo deadlift, you have your toes pointed out like that to really activate the glutes. And also, make sure you push your butt back as far as you can and bring your hips to the bar as your movement starts. Don't arch your back like that at the end. You cause lower back problems. Focus on the hamstring and the glutes, not the lower back. Just stop when the hip meets the bar. This is also just because I know some moron's gonna hop onto my video, comment this shit saying, hey, deadlift is bad for your lower back. Well, you got a lower back injury while doing a deadlift like I had before. It's because either a few reasons. One, or a couple reasons. One, lifting too much weight, or 2, improper form, technique, and cues. All those can mess up your lower back. So, a deadlift is not bad for your lower back. I know some morons can come on there and comment that crap. Second one is, of course, going to be Romanian deadlift. One of the best exercises out there for the hamstrings and just the hamstrings. As one of the main functions of the hamstrings is to bring the hip in full extension. The one thing you want to make sure though is that your toes are pointed straight forward. Not pointed out, pointed straight forward. That means you're going to hit your hamstring. Also in this movement, you want to push the hips as far back as you possibly can. Once the bar comes down to about below your knees, which is where most people stop with the hamstrings, then bring it back up. I like this one because it has a full range of motion. And also, pretty killer to add into your work because you can hear me breathing from it. And I'll add in, I don't know, the moron on the internet's gonna be like, oh, well, why are you wearing wrist straps? You need to wear straps like this or doing that. Well, here's the thing. On my hamstring days, I want to focus primarily on my hamstrings, on the fact that, like some gym bros say, I didn't work enough on my forearms over quarantine, you know what I mean? I want to focus exclusively on my hamstrings, so that's why. So, you probably watched that video and you went, what the hell are you doing? Are you doing a really shitty push-up? No, I'm not doing a shitty push-up. That in fact is actually a Nordic hamstring curl, which I believe a lot of guys should put into their workouts a lot more. And, you know, so the lat pull down, usually I would do it on the lat pull down, but the seat is not exactly wide enough for my knees. he came through my knees right here. My legs kind of come out wide like that, so it's really hard for me to do that. So I had to find a different way to do this. And a lot of guys, what I find out is they really don't challenge the hamstrings the way they should. And the moment I started adding this Nordic curl in, and that's if your gym doesn't have a glute ham raise machine, it's going to be killer. I remember doing this with a glute ham raise machine in my gym, my college gym, and sometimes if it was taken, I would do this instead. And all you need to do is just grab like the lat pull down handle or thing attachment and just use that to help like bring yourself up. For me, I did push-ups because it kind of was a little bit of a strain on my lower back to have something to actually push myself up on like a lat pull down attachment. So instead, get my hand out of the way, my arm is kind of getting sore. Well, I'd use that instead. And this is a great way for you to really overload your hamstrings. So for the last one, sorry for the really shitty angle. For me, I found out that when you drop a weight on your tripod, it's not exactly the greatest. And pro mode, where I use my phone, only works in a position where I can't see the screen. So I had to kind of experiment, see if I could like get the... I didn't get the angle right. It was kind of a shitty angle. You saw more of the machine than you did actually me. But the last one I love to do is a single leg lying hamstring curl. The reason that's good is because not only are you getting a really good long range of motion, but also you're able to focus on one hamstring at a time, really getting that good mind-muscle connection. If you don't know what the mind-muscle connection is, it's your body's ability to be able to feel the muscle that's contracting. Like I've done this with a lot of my clients where they really can't feel the muscle contracting, but the mind-muscle connection will be another video after this. But this is a good one so you can really focus on that, really focus on contracting your hamstring. Take your ego out of this movement. The goal is not to lift as heavy as you possibly can. The goal is just to simply feel the muscle working throughout the entire movement. And guys, that's it. That's all I've got for the best hamstring exercises for you. Like I said, a lot of these are going to involve progressive overload, muscle building stimulus, muscle breakdown, and metabolic stress. Obviously, as we get further into the workout, you're going to up the reps a little bit more so you can get that metabolic stress, get that burn, that lactic acid building up. So guys, if you do like these videos, give me one of these, and also definitely subscribe for more content coming soon. If you have any questions, feel free to DM me on Instagram, and also go follow my Instagram page too. What are you guys doing if you don't do that? And guys, I'll see you in the next video. Until then, let's get it.
Is to go even further beyond